Hey Virgo, welcome to the channel. It's Jen with Bohemian Path Tarot. And today we're doing tarot readings with the gorgeous Light Seers Tarot. I'm using the pocket edition because it's handy. It's dainty and handy. I'm going to go ahead and give her a good shuffle for you, and I'll meet you on the other side for your reading. Okay, Virgo. Five of Cups. Oh, let me show you. Five of Cups. Ace of Cups reversed. Knight of Wands. And we're starting with the Three of Wands. Okay, so the Three of Wands indicates a time when it's kind of the first fruits of the harvest. So something is coming to a sort of a successful plateau. It's not the final harvest. It's not the final success, not the final victory, but you're starting to see a return on your efforts, a return on, the energy that you've put out there is starting to see a response. Now it's interesting that we're starting in this place where you've got a card of, inspiration and energy and looking out at, out at the world that's looking back at you. When the next card we have here is the Five of Cups, which is this kind of internal reflection of a feeling of things not quite going to plan. This suggests to me that maybe you've been putting on a face, putting on a brave face or a sort of a game face externally, but inside you're feeling maybe things haven't gone to plan, or it hasn't all gone to fruition, or maybe some things have you're aware of some blessings or some positive outcomes, but there's at least one thing or a couple of things that you just feel really dissatisfied about. This seems to be more about maybe relationships, a relationship issue, or a relationship that you've put more energy and time into, and you're just not getting back everything that you've put into, or in the same to the same degree that you've put into. And I would say that despite the successes you're having over here, which may be a work thing, or something that you have a sort of a ego attachment or an identity. This could even, in a way, this could be a sort of a fame or a reputation piece. This is a more sort of internal emotional satisfaction piece. So whatever the first card is speaking to, this piece is speaking to, like, inside there's just this lack of fulfillment, this lack of satisfaction, and a real sort of awareness or a stuckness on something, or this focus on this lack of satisfaction. It could even be that what outsiders see as a very successful person, you're not feeling as successful, or you're not satisfied with it. And the next card is related. The Ace of Cups indicates, typically indicates in its upright form, a new chapter in terms of emotional satisfaction, usually through connecting with others. So this could be specifically with romantic relationships. This could also be connecting with friendships or connecting with groups that give you that sense of satisfaction. For some people, this can even be connecting with like spiritual groups. This could be connecting with creative groups like a choir or theater group, or it could even be something like a role playing group, like a LARP, or a cosplay group if you're into that sort of thing. But for a lot of people, this would reflect a sort of romantic relationship, or a family relationship, getting back in good terms with your family, parents, siblings, that sort of thing, your kids, if there had been a breakdown in a family situation. For you, this card has shown up in the reversed position, which typically indicates there's a need for a return, like someone from the past is either requesting a do-over or requesting to come back into your life with an apology, or it could be that you are thinking about reaching out to someone because you need to make an apology. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe that's you not being able to appreciate your success over here because you're stuck on an apology or stuck on something, a relationship that's stalled. And as I record this, I don't know when you're seeing this, because I don't always put date specific stamps on my readings. But as I record this, we're about to go into a Mercury retrograde. And for me, an ex always pops out of the woodwork. So it could be that an ex pops out and starts sniffing around again. And the caveat with this is, if there is unfinished business that can be addressed, if there was something that was left unsaid, if an apology can be made, and a mystery can be uncovered and resolved, a grievance can be aired and fixed, it may be worth moving forward, trying to start over. But the other thing about an ex coming back is, if they haven't spent any time in reflection, if they haven't done any therapy or any self-work, or if you haven't done any work, if you haven't, evolved at all, if you haven't worked on wherever the breakdown happened, or whatever your maybe your self-worth issues that caused some breakdown in the past, it might not be worth moving forward. For different Virgos that are watching this, the situation may be different. So for some of you, it may be worth having a conversation. For some of you, it may be worth, really, the test may be, I've already done that. It did not work before, and I am going to value myself enough to remember why it didn't work before, and I am going to move forward and move towards the next thing. For some of you, it may be worth clearing the air and, practicing better communication skills, or practicing deeper vulnerability and greater intimacy. It depends on your situation. But so there is the fact that this card is reversed for you does indicate that a real I should say, this isn't like an automatic green light. There's a bit of reflection that should happen before you make any choice. But certainly, whether you move forward with a past situation or move forward into towards something completely new, requires a bit of conscious review or reflection. But, you know, the last card we have here, interestingly, is the Knight of Wands. Now, I always read knights as action, action that you can take. This this knight is so passionate. This knight is so inspired. This knight is so excited to move forward. So whatever happens in this phase, this whatever happens in this sort of meditation, this reflection, it looks like it looks like you make a decision. It looks like you get some clarity within yourself, because this is absolutely full speed ahead with some excitement, with some serious drive. And I would say for a lot of you, Virgos, it might even be with some passionate enthusiasm. This is a very sexy night, and I'll just leave it there. So it could be, that's not necessarily for everybody. This could certainly be a creative force, inspiration force, but for some of you, definitely there is that passion there, a renewed, a re-engaged enthusiasm in some form or another. So I'm really glad that this reading is bookended with this sort of inspiration. And but in the last card, there's definitely a sort of self awareness, whereas in the three, it's more of an external or a worldly, an atmospheric sort of assessment, whereas this is more, by the end of the reading, you embrace it more for yourself, which is really exciting to see after you go through this sort of, reflection. So, Virgo, whatever this is for you, I support you. I validate you. I hope this reading gives you some options, some food for thought. In any case, thank you so much for dropping by. And until next time, take good care. Bye for now.